mindful and intuitive. So it is 9:30. We're going to get started. If I could request everyone muting themselves. And then she is recording all of these. So if you don't want your face on there, I think it will just be a little tiny small picture if you were to keep yourself shown. Probably no one's going to see you, but just FYI for your information. So let's mute yourselves and get started. Let's go ahead and stand on up. I'm going to stand back here a little bit so you can all see me. I might stand a little bit sideways so you can kind of get that side angle. So let's start with your ankles underneath your hips. And I'll face you for right now. And just bring your hands on your hips. Let's just start rocking forward and back, lifting your toes, lifting your heels. Just take a couple breaths as we stand here, getting a little bit grounded in our bodies. Nice big inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And then just finding that in between stage, rocking back and forth, finding that equilibrium with your body, that groundedness. Widen all 10 toes and really let them splay. Allow your arms to be by your sides. And let's just all close your eyes for a moment. We'll take a nice deep breath. Release tension, stressors, let it go. And this hour is for you, so just trying your best to be as present as you can and just focusing on the sensations of your body and how you're feeling today. And just maybe scanning your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes and just checking in with yourself, seeing if there's any pains anywhere. If your body's feeling good and vibrant this morning, whatever you feel, just let that sensation flow over your body, let you be comfortable with wherever you're at today. I'll take one more breath. Sigh it out and then open your eyes. They're gonna just bringing your palms, so reaching your palms out here. We're gonna bring the palms face down and reach those hands. And then bring them in and then open the palms out. So we're gonna come in, rotate, in, rotate up, in, rotate down. So just moving through those shoulders a little bit. Let's go for 2 and 1. Hold them down. So we're rotated downwards. So open the chest, hands are downwards, palms face down and backwards. We're gonna bring our head to the left. And then just bring your cheek down or your chin down and up. So getting into the neck, getting into the shoulders, just a little roll. And then we're gonna roll all the way to the other side. So keeping those palms face backwards. And maybe chin down and chin up, moving through the neck. And let's just go full range of motion or half moon, side to side. And then come back through center, bring your head back to neutral, and then bring your arms in, palms face up now, reaching towards the earth or a little diagonal. And once again, bring your cheek over to or right or left, either way is fine. Chin down, chin up. Feeling that nice stretch in the neck. And then we're gonna bring the chin down towards the chest and then up to the other side. I always struggle with my words in the beginning, so bear with me. Up and down. And then just side to side, getting that half moon in there. Taking a breath. Coming back through center, bringing your head up towards the sky. Bringing your chin down towards your chest. Go ahead and back to neutral. Let's reach those arms. We're just going to grab a hold of your left arm. Let's just stretch out the wrist here. So pressing that upper arm, underarm, there we go, upwards, the underside of that forearm. And then go ahead and the other side, just stretch it out. And then we're just gonna shake out the hands, maybe give them a little wiggle. Shake out the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath. Good, and let's just start swaying side to side. Releasing that midsection. Try to keep those hips fairly stable. So we're just starting from the top, working our way down. For 3, for 2, And when find your center, we're gonna bring your hands onto the knees in the soft bend, coming into some cat-cow. So really round tuck the pelvis and drop the belly, lift the heart. Round the spine, drop the belly, lift the heart. So we're gonna get a little bit bigger. Whoops, my papers are falling down. Drop and lift. Round the spine. Let's get a little bit bigger now. Maybe widen your stance. So drop and around. So we're gonna drop the chest, round, tucking your pelvis under, moving through the spine, nice and gentle. And now if you're ready, we're gonna kind of flow our bodies down towards the floor. Maybe the hands reach to the floor. And we're gonna roll ourselves back up and roll ourselves back down. So just moving through the spine, whatever works for your body. You could be at the first movement. This next time your hands reach the floor, let them hang out there if you can, or on your thighs. And now let's just bring the hips up, lengthening through those hamstrings, and then bring them back down. So we're coming to like a little squat here. The feet are fairly wide, just up and down. And then if you can go lower, if your knees allow, maybe you can get lower into a deep squat, or you stay in that first position. So just down and up, moving through those limbs, those big movements, through those joints. Let's go one more time. Hips down, hips up. Roll your spine on up right here. Roll those shoulders back, widen those hands. So we're gonna be right here, kind of a wide stance. Actually, let's bring it a little bit wider. We're gonna rotate slowly. So strong arms, rotate. Now I want those hip points pointing towards me, or wherever, which direction you are, towards your mat. Rotating through that midsection. Nice strong arms. Let's go 2 and 1 more. And I'm gonna go a little faster. So pulse, 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 pulse. Warming through that midsection. Pulse, 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 pulse. Let's go 3, forward 2. Next time we come over to the other side, we're gonna do the saw. So we're reaching to the opposite ankle. We come on up, rolling the spine, reaching to the other side, rolling down. Whatever this looks like to you, just be mindful of your bodies. Rolling down, rolling up, opening up. Twist, reach, last time. Open up here, hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders, step together. So we're gonna do some roll downs. Ankles underneath the hips. I'm gonna get away from the camera just a little bit more so you can see me. Guys, so let's bring the hands down. We're gonna tuck the chin under just slightly, and then start to roll your spine down gently, gently, gently. 1 vertebra at a time, all the way down. And let's just shift forward and backwards, finding that equilibrium. And just sway side to side like a limp noodle or an elephant trunk. Allow your knees to bend deeply if you need to. Straighten them out if that feels good. Let's go 3. So we're gonna roll it back up and find your center. Roll your spine 1 vertebra at a time, all the way up gently, slowly. Rolling the shoulders back another time. Tucking your chin. Rolling on down. All the way down to the earth. And this time you're gonna bring both hands to one side of the feet and both hands to the other side of the feet. So getting through a rotation through that midsection. Let your head be heavy. Side to side 1 more time. And then we find our center, we roll our spine all the way up. We're gonna up the ante a little bit. Inhale the arms. So for the first little portion, we're gonna tuck our pelvis and round and lift. So we're really tucking our pelvis, rounding and lifting nice and tall. So working into the core, pulling it in, rounding and lifting. You guys go ahead and take my sweatshirt off, rounding and lifting. So we're right here, curl and lift. Curl, maybe a little saddle bend in the knees. We're really tucking that pelvis under, pulling those ribs that they almost meet the pubic bone. And lift 1 more time. This time, hold that curl, and we're gonna dive down, 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 rolling your spine all the way down to the earth. Let's take opposite elbows, and just, if you can, do a little figure 8 with those elbows. Maybe those hips go along for the ride.
Little figure 8 for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your center, hands to the earth. Let's roll the spine back, 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 back. The arms are gonna stay up over your head. We round and roll on up. Keep the arms nice and tall here. Ankles right into the hips. We're gonna hinge now. So flat back hinge just to here. Lift it nice and tall. So the concept of this is really diving into that pelvic floor. I want you to feel that working. God, really strong. Breathe, hinge. We are gonna fold in a moment, keeping that flat back, hinge, work on the core. Now flat back, arms reach, 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 flat back, booty back, 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 and now fold to the earth. Sway side to side just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back the way you came, reaching those arms nice and long, flat spine, lift, 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 if that works for you. Look to the sky, open your heart here. We're gonna close on in, tuck the pelvis, open the heart, close, and open one more time. Reach to the sky, press the booty back. We hinge, 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 as far as you can go with the flat back, and then you fold here. Sway side to side for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lift and reach flat back, strong core. Open your heart again. Let's close and open. Last time. Open, bringing those arms to your sides. Let's just shake it out. Bounce it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just release and be still for a moment. Take a breath. Just feeling the energy, partial yoga here. So just being in tune with your breath and the energy. Let's step nice and wide now. You're gonna bring your hands to your hips. So we're gonna start going side to side. Now your booty's gonna come backwards. So I'm gonna go sideways so you can see side to side. So you're gonna press the glutes back. I'll step back on my mat here. Side to side. So your chest is forward. The toes are forward. Really pressing back, you're gonna lean forward a little bit. Now let's add the arms. You're gonna reach, kind of like a cherry picker. Reach and reach. If that feels okay, otherwise keep your hands on your hips. Good, and we're gonna start reaching across the body now. So let's reach, so we twist and reach, twist. Crossing the body, getting deeper into that lunge. Let's go 2, and wanna reach the floor if you can. Reach one side, reach the other side. Now we're gonna go up, up, down, down. You can go slower than me. So let's go up, reach, cross. Reach, cross. Let's go low, reach, cross. Reach, cross. Up high. 2 more times. Low. This is the last time. Reach and reach. Next time you're to your left. Let's come to the forearm. Bending that knee, bringing that toe forward. Let's come into side angle. Open your heart. Take a moment, breathe. Maybe that heart rate's up a little bit. Really lengthening through that back leg. The back toe is pointing forward. And now let's bring your chest down towards the earth. And then up towards the sky. Down towards the earth. Up to the sky. Hold here for just a moment. Take a breath. Nice strong thighs. Let's come into warrior 2. Right here, nice and strong. We're gonna reach out of that midsection. So really strong through this leg, deep bend. If you need to come a little bit higher, that's okay. If you can get deep, come deep. Forward and back, let's go for 3. For 2, we're gonna reverse our warrior. Reach, reverse here. Open the side body. Take a moment, inhale. Then exhale, extended side angle. Sweep it up and around, look towards the sky. And then bring your chest down and up just one time. Back to your warrior. So we're just gonna flow a little faster. Reach it forward, reverse. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle one more time. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, chest up. Warrior 2, arms nice and strong. Reverse your warrior. Good, exhale, extended. We're gonna pivot forward and let's just start swaying, going that side to side, whatever this looks like to you. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side in 3, 4, 2, and 1. Forearm down. This toe, the one with the bent knee, turns outwards in alignment with the toe. The back foot is pointed outwards. Reach the arm up and over, open your heart. Strong legs, if you need to be higher, do so. We're gonna close the chest towards the earth and lift the chest towards the sky. Let's go 2 more times. Breathe. Now I know a little bit more of the drill here. Open the heart. Let's find our warrior pose here. We're gonna reach our fingertips and come back. Reach our fingertips and come back for 2 and 1. Reverse your warrior. Take a moment, find the strength in the pose. Exhale, extended side angle. I like to sweep my arm around. I feel it gives more room for the shoulder to open, your choice. 1 time, chest down. Inhale, chest open. Back to your warrior. Reverse your warrior. Take a breath. Exhale, extended side angle. Last time, open your heart. Close your heart towards the earth. Inhale, open, warrior arms. Reverse your warrior. This time extended, but we're just swinging side to side. So swaying, releasing those legs. Let's go 3, for 2, for 1. Find your center. We're gonna stay nice and wide. So hands on the hips now, hips back. Let's come into a forward fold. So hinging down, nice thigh stretch. If you need to bend your knees, do so. Your hands can come to the earth. You can widen your stance. You'd like to take opposite elbows and sway side to side, releasing through the spine. Feel free to do that. Let's go 3, for 2, and 1. Find your center, heel toe those feet in just a little bit. And let's roll your spine up 1 vertebra at a time. Beautiful work. All right, Trikonasana pose. You're gonna bring, so whatever toe is pointing forward, probably your left if you're mirroring me. Otherwise, either side is fine. We're gonna take that Trikonasana pose. So the heel to heel alignment, the legs stay straight, the hips go to the back leg. Oops, slippery here. All right, so we're gonna reach those arms nice and long. And let's just bring the backs of the palms together and down. So backs of the palms, palms face up, palms face back. Palms face up, back of the palms together. For 2. Last one, hold it here, palms are up. We're gonna reach forward, Trikonasana, take that pose, that angle. Breathe, open your heart, look towards the sky. Take a moment, open up, and we're gonna lift and lower. So it's just a little bit more active yoga today. Lift and lower, keeping those legs both nice and straight and strong. 1 more time right here. We lift, bring the backs of the palms together, bring it down. We're gonna bend the knees. Now we're gonna bring the elbows in and reach. In and reach. So we're bending that front knee. In and reach. We're gonna go 2. We're gonna change it up. And 1, we're gonna reach, hold that bend. We're gonna twist towards that front leg. Palms together, palms up, twist back, bend, and or straighten the arms, bend. We're gonna twist, palm, back of the palms, top of the palms, untwist, and bend. If that made any sense at all, I'm getting tongue-tied. Up, down, twist, bend. 1 more time, we open, palms, open, untwist, come center, beautiful. So coming on forward into a plie now. So nice and wide, we'll go to the other side in a moment. We're gonna take nice open arms here, sink it down. So hugging a tree is a Pilates exercise. Down and up, working into those thighs. If this is a small movement for you right here, that's fine. If you can go deep, go deep. Those knees press outwards, those toes are outwards. Make sure those feet are nice and wide. Squeeze those shoulders, down and up. Squeeze. Like you're hugging a ball or a tree. tailbone down. So we're nice and upright, down and up. Try not to lean forward, pressing those knees out. Let's go for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold it here, baby pulse. So squeeze the shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Whew. I'm getting a little sweaty here. Shake it out for a moment. We're gonna go the other side. So turn that toe, the back toe back. The other one pointing forward, other side, whatever side that was for you. Pressing those hips. We're gonna reach forward and back a few times. Get that ankle and then up and down with the arms. Back of the palms, palms up, palms back. 2, and hold it right here. Let's hinge. Trikonasana, finding that angle, opening the heart. Take a breath, hold in the posture, and then we're gonna lift and lower a few times, working into that core. Feel free to bring your hand onto that shin for support or the thigh, whatever works for you. Let's hold it right here. Take a moment. For 3, for 2, for 1. We come all the way up, back of the palms touch. We come on down, palms face up. We're gonna straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. I'm gonna stand this way. So there we go, straighten and bend. Let's go 2 and 1. Hold it here. Lengthen those arms. We twist towards that front leg. Back of the palms, palms up, untwist, straighten out. We reach, we twist. Back of the palms, come down, we twist. Right here, good. Twist, you can add that little extra if you like. Untwist. One more time, right here. We twist, come here, come center, right here. Good. Toes are forward, so now we're on the other side. Let's take a bind behind your back. Open your heart. So the toes are still nice and wide. We're gonna fold forward. If that suits you, you can stay upright. Open your heart, really pull the hands towards the sky. Take just a moment. Awesome job. Hands brush your thighs, release them. Grab a hold of the ankles, maybe bend one knee and then the other knee. Lots of forward folding today. Hands underneath the shoulders, heel toes, feet back in. Let's roll the spine on up. Awesome work. Shake the shoulders out. We're gonna come into some balancing now. So with your left leg, I'll go with my right. So just mirroring here. We're gonna you can bring your hands to your hips if you like. We're gonna bring the knee up and bring your toe back. So up and back, just tapping and lifting, finding that center. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Back and center. Finding that core, finding that balance. All amazing for the body, especially balancing for everybody. Balancing has gotten really challenging over the years. We don't do as much in our lives anymore. Good, this next time, let's hold that knee upwards. Hold it here, flex the foot. Grab a hold with your left hand. So if your left knee is up, it'll be your left hand. Otherwise, your right. Extend the other hand if you can. You can keep it on your hips. We're gonna open up here and close back in. So the arm can go along for the ride. Let's open and close and open and close. One more time, let's hold it here. Hold that balance. Find your drishti. Take a moment, find your core. And let's bring it in and down, shake it out. We have just the other side, so hands on the hips. Float that leg up, maybe flex and point back, tap. And lift and tap. You can also tap forward, that's an option. Forward and back, if that was what works for you today. So just being intuitive with your body. Flex here, point back. Let's go 3. Breathe in 2. And we hold it right here. Can you balance? Can you reach the arms nice and wide? Grabbing a hold with that same hand, open on up. Holding, bringing it in, opening it up. Finding your drishti, finding that balance. Strong through the core. For 2. And 1, bringing it on down. Beautiful job. All right. I'm gonna move my mat. We're gonna take it on down. So ankles underneath the hips. Let's roll the spine on down. Grab a hold of the mat with a deep bend in the knees. Bend your knees into a crouch. So we're still on our toes. We're gonna bring our knees to the earth. Try to keep the toes tucked. If you can't, I know some of you have some toe issues, then totally untuck them. That's totally fine. So we're just gonna sit back on our heels for just a moment. Take a breath, stretching out the base of our feet. And then coming forward and just pedaling out the toes for just a second. And then we're gonna grab our bands, sit back on those heels, shake it out. We're gonna grab our bands. We're gonna do something that involves the core. If you need to bring your hands to the earth, so it's a child's pose, but an active child's pose, essentially, with a curve. So adding that Pilates element into it. So grab a hold of your band, kind of a tight grab so that you can come back and have a little bit of resistance on it. So the arms are gonna go over your head. We're gonna tuck the pelvis. So just like we were doing in the beginning class, tucking the pelvis, rounding through the spine. So we're gonna round, 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 reaching towards the earth, and then unwinding the body, coming on up and coming down with a lat pull. Reaching to the sky, tucking, rounding, rounding, rounding like you're falling over a beach ball. If you need to bring your arms to the earth, that's okay. And then opening on up, back to that lat pull. Shoulders are back and down. Exhale, round, 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 round. Lifting, 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 lifting. Lat pull, squeeze. Let's do 3 more times. Rounding, working into the core. Shoulders still stay down, but they are rounded a little bit. Lat pull. 1 more time. Now we're getting the hang of it. Curling, 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 curling. We come all the way upright. We're gonna come right into another exercise. So arms are up. We're gonna pull just that right side. Whatever side is facing the mirror, that's or the camera, that's fine. Whatever side that is, we're just pulling. So the other arm is straight up to the sky. The shoulders are back and down. Pulling. Pulling, squeeze, work into those lats. I want you to kind of hollow out the armpits. Work underneath those lats a little bit here. Keeping the shoulders down. Let's go for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's go with the other side right into it. So the other arm stays straight. We pull. Now, if you don't have a band that works for this, just do it with your arms. That's okay. It's not quite the same with the resistance, but you can still get that movement with your arms. Good. Let's go for 3. We're going to come to the center in 2. Actually, we did probably a bit more. Let's do 5 more on this side. Let's go 5. And 4, I want you to start feeling a little burn. In 3, for 2, and 1. Shake the shoulders out for just a moment. Reset. We're gonna do that 1 more time. So just with the rounding, so a little bit of resistance because we're gonna come into that lat pull. Reach to the sky, round the spine. Lifting it up. So we're stacking, 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 stacking the spine, pulling down. We lift to the sky, round, hollow, hollow, hollow. Reach, 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 stacking, 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 coming on down. Let's do 2 more times here. Round, tucking the pelvis, rolling it on up, stacking, pulling. This last time, we'll come on up to our knees, rounding forward. Come all the way up. You can do a little lat pull and then reach to the sky. So we're going to come up onto our knees. We're going to do a side bend. So on our knees here, a little tug, a little effort with the band. We're just going to go side to side. So we're not moving with the arms. It's the midsection that's moving.
So just side to side. So some of you are going to want to do this thing. That's not the drill. We want to move with that oblique. So side to side, whatever that looks like to you. And if this is too much right here, you can go side to side, whatever works. Just working the obliques a little bit. Strong through the belly, pull it in. It's going to want to maybe hang out a little bit. Try not to let it. Okay, get that nice little side crease. Let's go for 3. The head is neutral for 2. And 1. Come center. We're going to rotate to your right. Rotate to your left. 1 more time. Ooh, those shoulders should be on fire a little bit. Excellent. Roll those shoulders out. Beautiful. We're going to do some more yoga type push-ups. Shake the shoulders out. Chaturanga style, so elbows stay nice and tight. We'll come on forward onto all 4s. Coming forward, bringing those hips forward. We've done these before. Elbows tuck, come on down. Press it up. We press back into that child's pose. Take a moment here if you like. And then come on forward. We'll just go back and forth, working into those triceps. Try to stay out of the shoulders. If this is a smaller range of motion for you, maybe it looks like this. Maybe your hips stay in the air, and that's okay. Just working into where your body's at today. Coming down and up, we're gonna land on our bellies in a moment. Let's do 2 more times. Actually, we'll find a child's pose after this next one, and then we'll come onto our bellies. So come down, working to those arms, child's pose, press it back. All right. All the movement, take a moment to appreciate the stretch. Your knees can go wide, they can go narrow, up to you. And then when you're ready, let's roll forward onto our bellies here. So everyone onto your belly. We're gonna take a Sphinx pose to start. So belly down, elbows right underneath the shoulders. Release the feet so they're not tucked under. And we're gonna flex the foot, heel, heel in, and then point your toe. So heel, heel, press. Heel, heel, you might tuck your pelvis under a little bit here. Protect that low back. You're welcome to come onto your chest if you need to. So flex and point. Flex and point. Shouldn't feel like a whole lot right now. Little pulse, pulse, point. Pulse, pulse, point. 1 more time. Good. Let's do both legs. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. 1 more time. Flex, flex, and point. We're gonna bring the left forearm on the earth, bend into the right leg, grab a hold if you can. If you can't, just hang out. You can just hang out right here and try to lift the thigh off the mat. If you can grab a hold, we're gonna come into a little stretch. If you can even lift the thigh up a little bit, try that. You also get a nice pec stretch, especially if you come in from the inside of the foot. And you're welcome to bring your head down if you like. Take a moment. Just incorporating stretch today and that yoga with the Pilates movement. Good, and then come back up into that Sphinx. Let's go to the other side, bend. Come onto that forearm, grab a hold. If you can lift. If you want to bring your forehead down, do so. Take just a moment. Good, and then release here. We're gonna come onto our forearms or bringing our head down. We're gonna do a little glute work. So lifting, let's start with your right leg. You're gonna lift it, probably don't have much room, so let me move on over here. All right, so you're starting with your right leg, both toes are pointed. We're just gonna lift that leg, so they're acting into the glute. If you wanna flex this leg, you can, if you feel a little bit more in the glute activation. Just lift and lift. Let's go for 3. We're gonna add circles, and 2, and 1. Now circle out and around. So we're making circles, and I want you to really, it's nice and small, it's not a big movement. Circle, I want you to really feel it in the glutes. Let's go for 3, for 2, and 1 other direction. I got my couch in the way. Let's go for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now just in and out, in, out, in,
out. I want you to still feel that glute. Let's go for 3, for 2, for 1. Other side, we just lift and lower. We're gonna go right into it. Lifting into the buns, keeping those knees really straight. So I really want them straight, lengthening up through the spine, maybe tucking that pelvis under a little bit. And need be, if you need a pillow underneath your hips, like a small one, if that's a little bit more supportive to your spine, that's an option for sure. Let's go 2 and 1. Find those circles. So we're circling little circles. Nothing huge, maybe a softball size. Let's go for 3, for 2, find your breath, and 1 other direction. And we really want the glutes firing. So just be mindful. Let's go 5 and 4 and 3, for 2, out and in for 10, out, in, out, in. I think we have 8 and 7, for 6, try to stabilize, 5 and 4, 3, 2, and take a little break for just a second. Crisscross or windshield. Let's go 2 and 1. All right, both legs go now. So we're gonna alternate lifting one and then the other. And then we're gonna come into swimmers, meaning both feet are up swimming. So just one and then the other for now. Let's go 5, just activating both of the sides for 3, for 2, for 1. Now just the legs lift and they swim, 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 swim. So my toes aren't touching the floor, my legs are stick straight, and the glutes are firing. Swim, 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 swim. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, we're not done. We're gonna beat our heels. 3, 2, and 1. We're open, close, open, close, open, close, just for 10. 9, are your thighs lifting off the mat? You got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a rest. Crisscross windshield. For 3, for 2, maybe shake out the glutes. All right, let's get out of the lower body. Lengthen up, your feet can be separated. We're gonna make a pillow, so we're gonna do something, I call it pillow to cobra. It's what makes sense to me. So forehead down. We're gonna lift both your hands and your forehead up. So your forehead is glued to your hands. We're gonna come into a floating cobra, back to the pillow, and come down. So up, cobra, make a pillow, come down. We come up to cobra, make a pillow, come down. Got lots of little made up names. Let's take a moment, a few more times. Lift, cobra, and down. 2 more. Lift, cobra, pillow, and down. Last time. Lift, cobra, pillow, and down. Bend the knees. Windshield. Take a break. We will come into full swan, or you can come into a more modified mini cobra here. So hands slightly forward of the shoulders, the elbows slightly back of the shoulders. Tucking the pelvis under, we're gonna start peeling up. So we're lifting through that thoracic spine, the upper back. Shoulders are back and down. Tucking the pelvis under, we lift, 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 lift. Getting into that nice full swan, maybe looking up, maybe looking down, and we come on down. If that does not work for your back, that is okay. Just come to a really mild position. It could just be cobra. So lifting, lifting, lifting. Exhale, back down. One more time. Shoulders back and down. We lift, 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 lift. Maybe look up and down one more time. Maybe side to side, looking over your shoulder. Coming back down. Let's push on back into a nice wide leg child's pose. So knees nice and wide. Reaching those hands. Shake out those hips. Get cozy for just a second. Forehead down. Take a breath. Beautiful efforts. Roll your spine on up. We're gonna come into side series. So I'm gonna lay this way. Some kind of feet, my feet are facing the mirror or the video here. So we're gonna lay on our sides. You are welcome to come onto your forearms if you like. Or we can come onto our sides, resting our head in the hands. You can also opt here with your head resting on your bicep. Really up to you. The hips are gonna be stacked
Let's bring them forward just a little bit here. We're gonna lift the top leg and lower. Nice flexed feet, lift and lower. I'm gonna come to more of an angle for you guys here. Lift and lower. Let's go for 3, for 2. We're gonna hold the leg up. Hand comes to, it helps if you kickstand. We're gonna lift the bottom leg up and lift. Try to keep that top leg where it's at. Lift, lift. Working into that inner thigh. Active through those outer glutes. Lift. For 5 and 4, for 3, for 2. We hold both legs up. We're gonna point your toes and scissor, scissor, scissor. Trying to keep those thighs nice and straight, nice and strong. Scissor, so the hips aren't moving, it's just those legs. Beautiful, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come center, come on down. Externally rotate, toes turn away from each other. We're gonna bring the toe in, up to the sky, and back down. So it's like a parallel, or I'm not exactly sure what these guys are. Up and down if anyone has a dancing background. Up, down. Trying to lift those lower abdominals so everything is working here. In, up, do your best. If those legs don't straighten, that's okay, do your best. Up and down. Toe, toe, heel, down, toes in. Up and down, working into those thighs. Let's go for 3. We're gonna straighten that leg and just come up and down for 2. And 1, now heel down, toe up, just up and down. So we are externally rotated, working into those thighs. Let's go for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring it on down, bring the knees in, pedal up the hips for just a second. We're gonna come on up. So we're gonna be on our side. You're welcome to come, and I'll move this a little bit. You're welcome to come onto your forearm or stay on your hand. So you can be either here and lift. We're gonna lift into a little modified side plank and come down, or you can be on your hand. I'm gonna be on my hand. Ooh, got a little cramp. All right, so the knees are bent, the toes are behind you. We're gonna lift, reach, and come back down. So this hand is right underneath the shoulder. It's not way out here. Bring it on in. So we're in like a little mermaid position, and we come up, modified side plank, and we come down. Working into the obliques. This is a really nice, gentle way to get into some of that side plank action. If you have some shoulder issues, maybe the forearm feels better, or maybe you just modify altogether. Maybe you do just like a little plank or something. Go ahead and reach, or you can just simply hold a side plank on the knees, kneeling. Let's go for 3, coming on down, the hips rest each time. For 2, we're gonna hold it up this time if you got it with me. And reach it on up, arm to the sky, lower and lift for 10. 9, strong belly, 8 and 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Let's take a mermaid, so kind of cross or uncross those legs, come up and over, and then up and over the other side, so it's kind of like a Z shape. 1 more time. Excellent. We are going to come to a little bit of core work in the center. We will come to the other side. I haven't forgotten. So, options. You are welcome to lay on your back. Otherwise, let's come onto the forearms. So palms face down, feet on the earth, shoulders down. So if you have a shoulder issue, just lay on your back. That's totally fine unless this feels okay. So let's lead with your right leg. So we're going to reach in, tap, and reach. So not a ton of effort, but I do want that oblique, that side oblique firing here. And I want the spine fairly long. And I don't want anybody here. I really want you lifting that chest up. For 2, we're gonna keep that leg long now. So keep it long unless you need to modify, down and up. Lift and lower. Strong through the belly. Laying on your back is the modification, doing the same movements. Let's go for 3,
For 2, we're gonna hold it right down here. External rotation, we're gonna point out, heel in. Point out, heel in. So it's like a little horseshoe out and in. Try to keep that other leg nice and stable. Let's go 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Bring it center, little circles. Circles, externally rotating that leg, toe pointing outward will help work those inner thighs. 3, 2, reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, strong belly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in or bring it in, shake it out. Let's do a little windshield wiper. We have the other side, and then we have a little core segment we're gonna do here. So both feet on the earth, reach it in, tap the toe, reach it out, tap and reach. Stabilizing through the hips, really strong through your core. 3, 4, 2. Hold the leg nice and long. We reach it up and down. Toes up, toes down. Now, if you're getting really tired, I do want you to challenge yourself. If you're getting tired, just come on your back. That's fine. Let's go 3, 4, 2, and 1. Hold it right here. Externally rotate. We point out, heel in. Point out, heel in. Now, the other leg's going to want to counterbalance this. Don't let it. Try to keep it nice and even, working into that core. Let's go 3, 4, 2. We come center. And 1 right here. Point your toes, little circles. I'm externally rotated. Hang in there. For 4, 3. Actually, we did 10 circles each way. So 3, 2, 1 other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Soles to the earth. If you'd like to sit on up and give yourself a squeeze, or roll on back and give yourself a squeeze, reset yourself. We have a little core segment here. So we're gonna come back into our forearms. Option 1, you stick with the very first thing we do. I'm gonna keep varying it. You do what works for you. So right here, both legs up. We're gonna go side to side. Nice and mellow to start. Working into the core, this could be really small, or you can really get those legs down without throwing you off center here. Now we're gonna add an extension. So top leg, back to center. Top leg out, back to center. This is the second variation. Stay with the first one if that's what works for you. Just for 5. And for 4, I'm gonna up the ante here in a moment. For 3, 4, 2, and 1. Now you can windmill up, bend, and up. Both legs straight, bottom leg bends. Both legs straight, bottom leg bends. Up, let's go 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome work. Roll yourself down, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, so good. All right, let's rock and roll on our spines a few times. Come to a seat, let's come to the other side. We have the other leg. So come on to your, I'm gonna go on to my side like I did the other side. So whatever works for you. Try to get myself even here. So here we are, just a few times up and down. Lifting through the lower rib, keeping those hips stacked. Good. Let's go for 4, 3. We didn't do too many on the other side. And 1. Hold it here. Plant the hand. Kickstand. It's going to be challenging. Lift and lift and lift. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Work those inner thighs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold it up. Point the toes. Crisscross. 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 Strong. Whoop. I shifted a little bit. Try to keep nice and stable. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Bottom leg comes forward. Top leg turns out. Externally rotated. We come in, we come up, flex down. In and up and down. In and up and down. Nice and controlled. And up and down. Working those inner thighs. Let's go for 3 more. We find that straight leg for 2 and 1. Now straight leg up and down, heel down, toe to the sky. Let's go for 5 and for 4. For 3, working on outer glutes and 2 and 1. Bring it on in, bend the knees, pedal it out for a moment, back to here. So modifiers, you are welcome to be here. You can also just come and reach just like here, or right here, modification on the forearms. If you want to go onto the hands, make sure those wrists are right underneath. Let's go. We're gonna reach out, come back down onto those hips. We reach, come back down for 5, and then we hold it in 4 and 3, for 2. Last one, we reach, arm to the sky, up and down just for 10. For 9, reset yourself if you need to. 8 and 7, for 6 and 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Let's take another little child's pose. Maybe you bring your arms behind you, grab your heels, bring the forehead or the crown of the head down. Turn yourself into a little egg or a ball rocket. Take a little rest. Let your elbows flop open. Let the shoulders relax. Beautiful work. I'm gonna roll it up. We're getting close to the end. We're not quite done. I want to dive a little bit deeper into the core. So let's come onto your seat. We're gonna do a little bit of rollbacks, half roll downs with the band. So grab and hold your band. You can choose not to use it if you want. We're gonna reach it forward, sit up nice and tall. Try to get some space here. Nice and tall. And we're gonna just round the spine here and tucking the pelvis under, and then sit up nice and tall. So we will use the band in a moment. So just keep it there, reaching, curling down. You could go much more mild than I'm doing. Could be really small, your choice. This next time, let's come up, let's open up. So you might even need to widen your band out a little bit. Open, curl. Open, squeeze the shoulder blades back and curl down. We open, working with the shoulders, squeeze, getting all those different angles today. Let's go for 3. For 2, finding that curl. One more time. Let's little pulses here, little pulses. Pulse for 4, for 3, for 2. We hold it here. Maybe you can rotate from right to left. Rotate for 3, for 2, and for 1. Come center, roll it on forward. Shake it out, reset. All right, one more move with the core. We're gonna sit up nice and tall with a flat spine. So the arms, this is just for reference of keeping those shoulders nice and locked in, and now arms are nice and straight. So arms up and down. Let's just do this a few times. Get that range of motion. We're sitting up really tall. For some of you, this is gonna be a very, very small movement. So arms forward, we're gonna hinge. No articulation, no C curve here. Keep it flat, we're gonna hinge. And lift. So this is really small. I'm not moving that far. If you're less than me, that's fine. Working that transverse abdominals. Hinge. Breathe. You've got this. Let's go for 2. And 1. Hug those knees in. Beautiful. Take the strap aside. Let's go ahead and roll yourself on down. Hug your knees into your chest. We're gonna come into a dad bug. So legs bent, arms up towards the ceiling. One toe at a time. Let's just do the toes first. We're gonna tap and tap, diving deep into that core. Tap and tap. For 3, for 2. Let's add the arms now. So each time a toe taps, one arm goes overhead. So opposite arm. So reach and reach. Working into the core. breathe, tap. Let's go 3. Maybe the leg reaches long 2 and 1. So now we're reaching the opposite arm and opposite leg nice and long now. Stay with the tap if that's what worked for you. Reach. Let's go 5 and 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in. Roll it on out. Take a moment. Let's go ahead and bring the soles down. Now, if you have a knot in your band, just bring your feet inside of it. Otherwise, if you don't have a notch, bring the band right around the thighs, or the bottom underneath the thighs, and give yourself a nice tight wrap. So a nice bow. If this doesn't work for you, or if you don't have a band, don't even worry about it. It's totally fine. It's just for a little bit more resistance. So we're gonna finish class with bridging. So band around the thighs, not your knees, so the thighs. Feet are hip width apart, hands are down, or your head is down, your hands are down towards the earth. With a little resistance to the outer thighs, now we're gonna just press out, out, out. So hopefully you've got a nice tight band there. If not, that's okay. We're still getting a little effort in here. Little presses out, out, out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it center. We're going to tuck our pelvis. Let's just start rolling the spine on up. 1 vertebra at a time at the top. And then rolling on down. So we have kind of pressure pointing outwards. So before I focused on that ball on the inner thigh, or the pillow on the inner thigh, let's just roll the hips on up, roll the hips on down. But this time it's just working on keeping those legs fairly parallel and pressing outwards just a little bit. So rolling the spine. We're going to go 2 more times. On the last time, once you arrive at the top, so this is 1. Just rolling through that spine. This next time, we hold it at the top and pulse it outwards, outwards, outwards. So if you don't have a band, you're still pulsing outwards. Same thing. Hips are up. We're nice and neutral. Try to get the hips nice and high, squeezing into the buns first and foremost before those hamstrings. If you need to bring the heels nice and close, that's fine. Little pulses. We're so close. Let's go 5 and 4 for 3. For 2, nice and neutral with those knees, pulse those hips. Just little pulses. Active buns for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna hold it up in 4, 3, 2. Hold it up and bring those feet a little bit closer together. We're gonna just march the legs. Just march them. If it's just like a little tiny lift, just do that. That's fine. So march. This is the last thing. It's a little bit more effort with that band around the thighs. March, keeping the ribs down, keeping the core engaged. Let's go 10 and 9. You can simply stay in a bridge, you can hinge, you can take a rest, whatever works for you. Last bit. For 4, for 3, and 2. Last 1, roll it on down. Take the band away, whatever you need to do, untie it, take it off. Hug the knees into your chest. We are gonna stretch out. Lengthen your left leg or your right, either one. Hug your knee into your chest. So if your left or if your right knee, if your right leg is long, your left knee is in, you're gonna cross it over your body. So whatever knee is into your chest, cross the opposite direction across the body. Open your heart, look to the opposite side. Take a moment, breathe, allow the chest to open. You sigh out your mouth, releasing, letting go. And then we'll bring it back to center, give that knee another little squeeze, maybe give it a little circle in the hip joint. And then release the other leg nice and long and pull the other knee into your chest. Give it a nice squeeze. Grab a hold of the opposite hand, pull the knee across the body. Open your heart, look to the other side. Take a moment.
Just appreciate the stretch. We'll come back through center. Maybe grab a hold of that knee, give it a little circle through the hip joint. And let's bring both knees into the chest. Let's come into happy baby. So soles up towards the sky. Let's open the hips. Let's rock it out. Whatever it looks like to you. If you need to take like a diamond shape, that's okay too. Rock it out, reaching the tailbone down towards the earth. Taking a nice deep breath. Bringing the soles together, press the knees out for just a moment. And then pull the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little rock and roll. Maybe the legs shoot over your head. Maybe that's too big of a movement for you. Whatever works. And we're going to come up to a seated position. We'll take one more movement, inhaling the arms. Once we all get to a seat, exhaling, twisting, sitting up nice and tall, looking behind you. Take a breath. Inhale the arms to the center. Exhale the other direction. And inhaling center. Exhaling out. One more. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Take a final breath. Recenter yourself. Grow really tall through your spine. And be proud of yourself for showing up today, for being present, and for moving your body so well. Thank you all so much for showing up today. Have a great day, and I will see you Wednesday. If anyone wants to chime in, feel free to do that before I head out.